Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nadia Adam. I'm a Vedic astrologer and psychic medium. So today we are going to talk about the transit of Rahu and Ketu in the sign of Aquarius and Leo between May 2025 until December 2026. Okay, as usual, I will divide my explanation into several parts and the timestamp will be in description box along with my personal details if you're interested to book a personal reading with me. Okay, finally we moved from Virgo and Pisces axis, right? It's been very chaotic, 1 year and a half. Thank God we are still here. And we are going to witness right now K2, I would say, in the maximum power of it being in Aquarius, and so on also K2. So, as an overall and collective energy, this is supposed to manifest for us a very positive and good result. Okay, so now let us just explain one by one what is actually the meaning of Rahu, how it's gonna affect and impact when it's sitting in Rahu in the Aquarius. Okay, so we can understand some background about it. So Rahu is actually not a very malefic planet. All right, I know people gonna get on me now. Rahu is malefic. Rahu is evil. Rahu is the bad boy and all. In my opinion, no. Rahu just showing us what exactly that we really need to focus on in life. So wherever your Rahu in your chart is, you will notice you're gonna put a lot of energy into it. So let's say for example Rahu is sitting in the 10th house in your chart. So it shows that you will be very much focused towards work, career, right? Getting yourself together when it comes to your status, power, and whatsoever. If let's say, for example, Rahu sitting in the third, fourth house, it shows that the person will be working very hard to sustain and maintain family, home, mental, emotional stability, and so on. So Rahu actually is like a direct point that shows us what exactly that we need to focus on in life in order for us to just kind of maybe stopping that cycle of death and rebirth, and we're just like going to fulfill whatever the soul comes to do or whatever I need to kind of fulfill. Okay, so this is actually what Rahu is not a malefic where it's headless, it's directionless, it doesn't know what it's doing. I think, excuse my language, it's kind of like a bullshit. All right, I'm sorry, maybe I'm the Rahu himself talking here, but I feel very upset when people having that negative perspective of Rahu because it's not that bad. Actually, if you're focused on Rahu, you will end up having that fulfillment that you're looking for. Whatever Rahu placed is, it's showing us what exactly that I would like to explore, and I will be good at it. The more that you're dragging away from your Rahu, the more you won't feel satisfied in life. This is where the issues and problems obviously will start to show off that we are not satisfied, we are not happy. At the end of your life, you will feel like I didn't fulfill anything. Why? Because you've been far away from where Rahu is in your chart. Okay, so what meanwhile also we have Ketu here. So people again will have different perspective about Ketu. Ketu is an evil guy, he's detachment, he's cutting, he's letting go and whatsoever. Actually, Ketu, think about it, is like a body. Okay, the body means I'm gonna sit here, nothing gonna move me, nothing going to change my opinion. I'm just gonna sit in whatever environment you put me on. It shows a past life experience or your subconscious mind that you're already strong on because you're carrying that energy from your past life. So let's say, for example, Ketu sitting in the third house. This person will be very talented, multiple skills, correct? Able to kind of learn anything very quickly. Okay, let's say Ketu here is sitting in the 10th house. This person naturally very good in handling and managing their work, handling and managing their finance, okay, their career. That's why the focus is not here anymore, not in the 10th house anymore. I'm just want to focus on my family because maybe in my past life I've been working so hard, working so much. I have that status already, I know how to get it. Now this is not my interest anymore. I just want to focus more this lifetime about what, having home, family, da 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 da. Okay, so Rahu Ketu will always kind of work and complementing each other actually. When you need to understand your Ketu energy in order for you to be able to do your Rahu. Both of them are quite intertwined. You need to master your Ketu. Some people say don't follow Ketu. Ketu shows a detachment. It's not detachment, it's mastery. Mastery, that's why I have no interest on it anymore. Okay, so the more that I learn and understand what this Ketu energy is, the easier for me later on to follow up with this Rahu, because Rahu direction, guru, and mentor will definitely comes for where it's actually founded. Ketu is the foundation of it. Whenever Rahu feeling messed up, I don't know what to do here and I don't know what to figure it out, I will definitely lay back to my Ketu placement. Ketu is technically your comfort zone in nutshell. Okay, so now when Rahu moved to Aquarius, and then we have Ketu here sitting in Leo. Can be quite pleasant placement for them. Rahu here can be very, very happy from swimming in the ocean of Pisces, all right? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where am I. I am directionless. I just have a head. I'm just floating in the water. Now finally I came into my territory, which is Aquarius. Aquarius has to do with technology, engineering, innovation, right? Being out of box, thinking out of your norm. Something is just new, something unique. So Rahu here naturally will feel very comfortable. Rahu would like to be heard, to be listened, to be acknowledged and recognized. Aquarius, this is the energy that it holds by itself. So Rahu here, we know it will feel definitely comfortable. Okay. Now Ketu. Ketu here is sits in the sign of Leo. All right. Leo has to do always with ancestral lineage, something that we will rely on or back on, right? It's our ego, it's our pride, which comes from our roots. What is the roots actually? It's Ketu, right? Ketu, as I just explained right now, Ketu has to do with the body or something that I am rooted on. When my Rahu feels confused, I will lean down to my Ketu. So this is where Ketu is. Okay? So Ketu does feel comfortable in Leo. What does it mean? It means that people as a collectively, we will be very much open-minded because Kali Yuga in nature is ruled by Rahu. So when Rahu is good, that means somehow, some way the energy will flip into positive direction. Okay, but in inconvenient way or inconventional. Therefore, you will find people mental and emotional state can start to change. Something which is taboo, now it can become very much obvious, will be very much normal. Something which is normal will become very like forbidden right now or will be hidden. You will find a flip in every single thing in your life. Not even in your life, I mean in general, in the energy or collective or people, how they think, how they see life, right? The normal will become abnormal, and abnormal and unusual will become normal. That is the nutshell of Rahu. Okay, while Ketu here will try to let us stay and be rooted to who we are and what we are from the core, which can be slightly difficult because Rahu here want to explore. Okay, now if you notice also, we will have Jupiter here sitting in the air, right? So that's mean like we have air, air, and then we have Saturn here by itself in water element, and then we have Ketu. So you will notice right now also there will be less energy in the Earth sign, correct? Unless like Mars later on around August-ish will be moving to Virgo, then okay. But so far from now until then, we don't have grounded energy. Therefore, it shows a huge shakeup may happen in the system as overall, which again, the normal become abnormal, disturbing, becoming uneasy, when the abnormal and unusual and unconventional to become a norm thing, to become something that we will practice and we want it and we desire it. We as a collective also, we may feel a bit wobbly in nature. So in whatever sector it is in our life, some people can see that wobbliness in the element of maybe work, career. Some people will be in relationship. Some people will be in their self-esteem, self-confidence. Some people maybe will be concerned about, I don't know, their kids. We will definitely collectively feel something just concerning, or even if it's not concerning, we feel like we are walking on the eggshell for the next 3 to 4 months, just due to the fact there is no planet actually sits in the sign of Earth element. That means there is no concrete. Okay. Now, who gonna feel this the most? Who gonna feel this the most? So I think people who have Leo element, whether you are going to Dasha, Antradasha, okay, number one, okay, Dasha, MD, sorry, let me put it this way, MD or Antradasha, AD, our planet sits in the Leo and Aquarius, okay, definitely you will be able to feel it. If let's say, for example, you have your Rahu Ketu, okay, Ketu, it actually sits in Leo or Aquarius. I mean, yeah, whatever, Aquarius. Huh? It also you definitely can feel. If let's say, for example, number three, your Leo plus Aquarius, Aqua, actually it's governed your 1-7 axis, okay, or 4-10 axis. You will definitely also feel it. Okay. If let's say also you have actually vocal planet like cluster, let's say you have many planet in your Leo or many planet in your Aquarius, okay, then definitely also you'll be able to feel this energy. That's something you just like will make you feel rebellious, make you feel like you want to break it down, you just want to be yourself, etc., etc. All right. So now let us talk about each sign. Just let me just do this like this. And again, as I mentioned at the beginning also, that it's not necessary every zodiac sign will have to feel it. Not everyone has to feel whatever the transit comes, right? It also will depend on your dasha. So you need to also double check that. Now, where if you are Aries Lagna, we can see that Rahu Ketu will be transiting your 5th and 11th. This could be considered to excellent. It shows that if you're actually going to Rahu period like Mahadasha, Antradasha, or Priyantradasha, or maybe in this next 1 year and a half, some activation related to Rahu will be happening. It shows the person will be able to fulfill their wishes, getting into some big projects, for example, some boost up in your career, all right, some recognition, some sort of fame here can be seen. Your self-esteem, your self-confidence also can increase during this period. You'll be learning new things, you'll be very much creative or out of box, all right. It shows someone who will be able to boost up significantly during this period, especially when Mars he moved to the sign of Virgo, that's mean after August. Okay. Now, K2 falling into the 5th house, there can be some concern related to your kids, all right? So that's mean you gotta pay attention also how your kids are doing, what they are up to, okay? They can get like slightly sick during this period or easily get sick. Some inconventional situation may happen in their school, you know? So you just need to be careful in this aspect, but otherwise, I think this junction or this transit supposed to be supportive. All right. So good luck for Aries. Now, when it comes to Taurus, okay, so for Taurus here, we can see that Rahu Ketu falling into your 4 and 10 axis. This is can be very significant period for you when it comes to work, career, with correspond or correlate, let's say, of your home and family. That's mean either you will be changing your home or renovating your home or something like that may change because of the work, or because of the work you will be changing your house. So it's both of them will be kind of correlate to one another, right? Pay attention to reshuffle, that it's a sudden reshuffle in your company may happen. It may impact you in some way or another. Now it depends on your dasha whether it will be a good impact or negative impact. Okay. But it can be seen there will be a reshuffle, there will be a change in your management. Okay. There will be also change in the dynamic of how you deal with your work and people around you, and so the same thing with your family. So it shows that maybe some reshuffle may happen in your home and family. There can be some sort of disconnect from the family member, or feeling that they are not giving you that peace of mind during this period, or there is a lot of anxiousness in the house, all right? But if let's say you are been wanting to buy a property, selling the property or stuff like that, in that nature, you wanted to do but you are unable to do so, then I think during this period, it can be very helpful to get what you want. And same thing if you have been looking for a job, looking for opportunities, then this upcoming period can really boost you up in that sector. Okay, so good luck for Taurus. Now, when it comes to Gemini, so for Gemini, I think it will be a very friendly placement for you, all right? Because we have Rahu here falling into your 11th house, and then we have Ketu here falling into your third house. Such combination usually shows that the person will be more open towards learning. So you'll be more interested to learn new things, new skill, even if it's like something very quickly or maybe some degree, for example. You may be able to attain that, all right? It shows someone who maybe will meet a guru, will meet a mentor during this period. So there can be some sort of like energy of wanting to develop myself, okay? Whether it's in larger scale, like for example, enrolling to the course or university, higher studies, all right? Or even if it's gonna be the small thing, maybe just attaining a quick skill. All right, your speech, your communication can be very straightforward during this time, so you need to be careful of that. All right, you can be slightly sharp, right, in nature during this time. We can see it. Secondly, it also can show someone who will be traveling. You might be traveling a lot, or you might be actually visiting pilgrimage or religious places during this time, or just that desire to visit some guru or mentor or finding someone, right? Like a retreat, for example. It also can be seen. For Gemini, this is will be very friendly placement, right? It just that perhaps you need to be careful with your speech and your communication because you can be slightly harsh, but yet it's supposed to be fine. All right. So good luck for Gemini. Now, when it comes to Cancer, so for Cancer, Lagna, here we have Rahu, Ketu will be transiting your second and eighth house. Now, the thing is, it can gives you a very mixed result, right? Because it depends on where is your Shani. As Shani, as overall right now, um sitting in the second house from where it ruled, okay, in Pisces, and then sitting here. Okay, K2 in the second house, it can shows high expenses. Okay, so you may have a tendency actually to spend a lot, pampering yourself a lot, giving your family, for example, or maybe because of the family situation and condition, that's why you give your money away. Okay, it can be seen. But at the same time, also, if let's say you wanted to attain certain amount of money, you wanted to kind of maybe getting some inheritance asset, this period can be seen. If your Ketu in natal chart is good and your dasha is good, this is also can show a very good saving you may build up during this period. All right, and same thing here for Rahu. There will be a good amount of saving asset or something that you might be unexpectedly just like investing, and somehow somewhere it will give you good amount of money, and it will be like a long-term kind of investment. This period is quite good for you if you really want to plan your finance properly. Hidden things, hidden aspect about yourself, about people can happen, can be revealed during this time, right? Maybe even about your partner, about marriage, about relationship, about your in-laws. Something unexpected about them will start to show up. Maybe you become more intuitive, like you know that something will happen before it happened, and intuitively already sensing it, seeing it, feeling it, like deja vu kind of situation, right? Your intuition will be very highlighted during this period. So one way we can navigate this, if you in your natal chart you actually have a very strong Rahu Ketu, this shows that you will be very very intuitive during this period. Like you just can pick it. You know how to choose, what to choose, when to choose, just according to your intuition. So just listen to that. Okay. So good luck for Cancer. Now coming to Leo. For Leo will be transiting your 1-7 axis. Okay. So Rahu will be the seventh house, Ketu in the Lagna. This is can be quite a controversial combination, and I don't want to say challenging, but it can be shown as a karmic. So you will experience like this. There will be a group of people who may enter your life, okay, unexpectedly. into your life, suddenly you're becoming very close to them, suddenly you're becoming very connected to them. You don't know them, you just met them maybe, but you feel that energy of longing and attachment, like, okay, as if we know each other very well, from very long time. You may sense that. This is one group. Second group could be also people from our past. Let's say some people or friend, you cut them off or they cut you off 5, 6, 8 years, and then suddenly now they show up again, and we start to kind of continue where we stopped. Okay, this period can be seen. This combination or energy can be seen. Now, another group of people, we can see you may by yourself detach from existed people in your life, or they by themselves will detach from you. So there can be a reshuffle actually when it comes to people that you are dealing with, your friendship, your partnership, your maybe your marriage can get challenged during this time, will be tested during this period because of the Rahu Ketu. So what Rahu Ketu is trying to tell you, you'll be starting a new cycle with the correlate between you and people, aka people and you. So people will look at you in different eye, different perspective, and so you also. You will relate and see and deal with people in different energy and in different vibration. Okay. This period can be very good also when it comes to, let's say, wanting to marriage proposal, right? Many people getting married during Rahu Ketu transiting 1/7. Marriage, relationship, new business contract, partnership, all of this thing actually can be expected. It's just that one thing negative, you may cut people off. Could be 1%, 2%, depend on the dynamic and how much karmic baggage you have left with them. Okay, it's all about karmic baggage. Like, do we have still any energy left to be exchanged here? If not, then fine, I'll exit, or you can go ahead and exit. If if yes, if not, then definitely we're gonna carry on and stay together. Okay, so good luck for Leo. Now, when it comes to Virgo, okay, so for Virgo here, you can see that Rahu Ketu will be transiting your 6th, 12th axis. This can be quite good period when it comes to work, right? Because I'm seeing here also Jupiter sitting in the 10th house. But the Lord of the Sixth is sitting in the 7th. So it usually indicate that um new job, new opportunity. If there are any let's say law case being against you, right? Or paperwork that you really need to fix. You mean you need to fix it or change it or just get it in your favor, but you are unable to do so, then this period will be, you will be able to finalize it. Let me put it in this way, okay? If let's say you wanted to break a contract, this also can be seen here. But at the same time, also some people may break their contract with you. Betrayal, issues and problems has to do with jealousy, and enemies may start to show up unexpectedly during this period. But somehow, somewhere, I feel you'll be able to handle it, and you will know who really a good wisher for you and who is actually your enemy. You will know it intuitively because the sixth lord here sitting in the seventh house of Pisces. So somehow, some way, God Himself will give you some channels. I always feel Pisces, it has to do with God. Like you really have no control with any placement sits in the sign of Pisces. So it's the same thing I will tell you. That intuitively you know who is enemies, who gonna step what, who gonna do what. It's just that you need to be careful, right? Don't take debt. You may have a tendency to take debt during this period unless you need it only. Then go ahead do it. Otherwise, just don't do it. All right. So good luck for Virgo. Now coming up to Libra. Okay, so for Libra here, we can see Rahu Ketu will be transiting your um fifth and 11th house. It's almost the same as Aries. So it shows there will be in expansion, in professional network circle, in your connection, right? There will be, you will be working hard on yourself also. It shows someone who would like to be in the best version of yourself. You will look at yourself in the very positive eye. Maybe you start to work out, maybe you start to learn new skill, maybe you want to get recognized, you start to have, I don't know, getting maybe opportunities to become a speaker, you know? So you can see that I really want to shine bright myself. And so also maybe I can seek a help of people to let me get that opportunity. All right. So expansion, growth, opportunities may show up to you, and unexpected wish fulfillment also can happen, even if it's a small thing. You know, a small thing to big thing. It depends on your dasha. You may get it during this period. Okay. So good luck for Libra. Now coming to Scorpio. Okay, coming to Scorpio, it will be almost the same thing as what I mentioned for Taurus. So if you want to, please listen to the Taurus section. Okay. So we can see that Rahu Ketu here will be falling into your 4 and 10 house. So such combination usually shows someone who will be focused towards home, family, stability, security, and so on, to work, career, all right, status. So you will be like juggling between these two things in your life. Either you'll find like, I really want to change my home in my house, therefore I want to change my job position, or some people will be doing it vice versa. Maybe because of my work, my job, my position, and I just want to try to have new opportunities. That's why I will change my location and home. So both of them will kind of correlate to one another. But for you in particular, you will mostly focus towards home. So you find yourself more into, I don't want to say isolation, but you just want to spend more time with family, with loved one, just having that genuine connection with people, right? Just have that soft kind of life, right? Because Rahu interest will be towards the home and my emotional stability. So it can be seen during this period. I think for you, it's gonna be good. It's just that try to avoid conflict and uneasiness with your managers and higher authorities, because there can be some reshuffle in your workplace that you may witness it in upcoming period. Okay, so good luck for Scorpio. Now coming to Sagittarius. Okay, so comes to Sagittarius, it will be almost the same as Gemini. So please, you can listen to that too. All right. It's a very easy, squeezy kind of period. It will give you a strong interest towards learning new things, meeting a guru, connected to the higher energy, being more spiritual, being more religious, but also that thing will correlate of, perhaps it can enhance your self-esteem, self-confidence, and how do you see yourself and how do you carry yourself, right? Perhaps because of you learning spirituality and religion kind of teaching, you will become much more calmer, much more tangible, and you'll be able to connect with people in the better way, because Rahu is sitting in the 11th house of communication. Maybe people will kind of start to listen to you more, recognize you more, acknowledge you more. All right. So I think for Sagittarius, it can be a very good period that you'll be learning a lot, and you'll be also traveling. If let's say you wanted to travel since a very long time and you are unable, you may do it during this time. If let's say you wanted to visit spiritual places, all right, religious places, or just have a retreat, for example, but you are unable to do so, then this period seems like going to manifest for you. All right. So good luck for Sagittarius. Now coming to Capricorn. Okay, so for Capricorn, please listen back also to the Cancer energy, right? Because it will be correlate, right? Now, Rahu will be falling into your second house. Ketu will be falling into your eighth house. So it's almost the same as what I mentioned about Cancer. It's just a flip of it, right? It shows the person focus will be towards their finance, towards their work, towards saving, all right, towards attaining some asset, all right. If you're waiting for such thing to come to you but being delayed, then during this time seems like it's gonna be given to you. If let's say this thing already there, be careful that, I don't want to say you may lose it, but try to make sure that everything is in order, because there can be a tendency that the family members may create a conflict and issue in regards to it, right? That, like as if like they will be forcing you to give up on something or some portion, or it shows that maybe the family member will need your financial help and support during this time, right? Especially the in-laws if you are married. If not married, that means could be just generally your family members, all right? It also shows a person will be have a more tendency to spend more money, all right? And maybe you will have that risk-taking energy to invest your money into, I don't know, like for example, different businesses, for example, different ventures and stuff like that. It can happen during this period. All right. It shows the person may have a tendency also to isolate themselves and detach, and just like they just want to kind of have a retreat or just lay down and just be within their own cocoon. It can be seen also during this period, right? It just one small thing about Capricorn, just be careful with your expenses and money and how you're budgeting it and how you're dealing with it, because there can be I don't want to say reshape, but you may say the way how you saving and dealing with money will change in upcoming 1 year and a half. Okay, so good luck for Capricorn. Now coming to Aquarius. So this is almost the same also what I have mentioned for Leo. So if you want to, please listen to the Leo energy. All right. So Rahu Ketu will be falling into your 1-7 axis. So such combination usually shows that the person will be having, how can I say, reshuffle, we can say, on the people that you are dealing with in general. So you will find one group, either this one group, new people that you just going to meet, all right, or people maybe from the past, somehow somewhere they will come to your life and they will get very close to you. Okay, could be friends, could be relationship, could be a marriage opportunities, whatever it is, but you will find that there will be a new group, new people here coming into your life. Okay, and you will feel very much drawn to them, very connected, very feeling contained with this group of people. But at the same time, there is another group who you will feel, I don't want to say detached, but you feel like you're unable to relate to them. Either they are able to relate to you. So somehow, somewhere, either you will be the one who distancing or they're gonna be the one who distancing. So you will find the friends zone, for example, relationship that you are looking for, the marriage that you've been wanting, somehow someone will start to change in upcoming period. Okay. It can be a period where your personal relationship can get tested, right? It could be personal relationship, could be even professional relationship as business partners. So one way you can navigate this is not to hold on anything. Whomever want to leave, let them leave. Who want to stay, let them stay. As simple as that. Okay. So good luck for Aquarius. Now coming to Pisces. Okay, so Pisces here we have Rahu Ketu falling into your 6th and 12th house. So this period can be slightly okay or average for Pisces energy. So it shows someone who will be mostly focused on their work, all right? Please listen to the Virgo energy. You may be able to relate to it, okay? People will be focused more into their work, into their duties, okay? Being more committed to it, being more focused on it, all right? But at the same time, because Rahu is sitting in the 12th house, they can get slightly distracted. Distracted could be mentally feeling uneasy, or distracted because of outside circumstance, or maybe because you will have a strong desire to just keep traveling. Okay, and just like just to, again, doesn't mean let go. It's just that I am want to stay away from heavy responsibilities and duties, and I just want to find myself because Rahu here falling into the 12th house. All right, it shows someone who may have some sort of high expenses in regards to traveling and movement a lot during this period. All right, but if you've been wanting to kind of finalize some paper, all right, some legal kind of situation, or maybe taking debt or getting accepted in something, seems like this period will be quite promising. It's just one point is be careful with forum enemies and opposition, because somehow somewhere they may come up out of blue for you, all right, and it can slightly disturb you in some way, but I think it should be under control. Your health and well-being also need to be careful of, because Ketu falling into the 6th house can give the person kind of weak immune system during this period. But again, nothing major. Okay, don't worry about it unless that the dasha itself not supportive. Then this is can be a problem. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for listening. Wishing you all the best. Stay good and be good, and see you soon. Bye bye.